Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. We'll just wait a couple of minutes. We have a lot of people joining. So, hello once again. I am Kimberly. I am from the Ingati team. I have Jay with me. He is the co host for this webinar.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining in today. So, Kimberly, let's tell everyone why we're here today. So, we're here today, as you can see on your screen, to basically tell you guys about how you can use WhatsApp as a channel to generate leads and why we have seen a shift from traditional means of marketing reach outs, such as email and SMS, to a channel like WhatsApp. So, let's play a quick game. Let's ask the people attending the webinar today. Guys, open up your phones, open WhatsApp. How many unread chats do you have there? Compare that to how many unread emails you have. I'm sure the number of unread emails would at least be 10 to maybe 10 to even 100 times the unopened chats on WhatsApp. Why don't we let's start going through our chats and seeing how many of these how many companies are actually reaching out to us on WhatsApp by sending us direct messages. Let's put some names in the chat. Let's see what kind of companies are reaching out to us.
Well, Jay, I was doing this quick activity. I have Kotak Mahindra Bank. I have Forever 21. I have Mintra also. Oh, that's crazy. I have Zepto too.
Wow. Thinking about all those times Zepto and Zomato have reached out to us on WhatsApp, and what do you know? We've ended up ordering some food that we didn't know we needed. So
Right.
that's the power of it, right? So, what kind of brands actually use WhatsApp? So, as we said, to name a few, there's Kotak Mahindra Bank, Zepto, Blinkit, Flipkart, Myntra, Lenskart. All of these brands they actually use WhatsApp. So, Kimberly, tell me what's different. Why do these brands use WhatsApp? What do they do differently?
Well, looking from a marketing perspective, I think all of these brands have definitely cracked the code already. They have found a way to directly reach your customer. You don't have to put up posts on social media. You don't have to wait for them to respond to your emails. You don't have to wait for them to respond to your messages on the inbox. Directly, straight to WhatsApp, which is actually so convenient because everyone has it on our phone. And if they know that we are an customer for them, they definitely just have to send a message to us. Well,
All
now
right.
WhatsApp is actually moved and is becoming a very important channel in marketing. Like clearly, they're using it in their marketing strategies. They're using like WhatsApp broadcast, for example. All of these brands, all of these top brands, in fact, all of them are switching to WhatsApp because that is something that is definitely giving proven results.
Got it. So let me stop you there and let me bring maybe a more traditional view to this conversation. I'm sure there's a lot of people here today and a lot of people in the world that still believe that emails and SMS and, the old school methods are still number one. And stuff like this, people see it as spam, people want to block it, and people don't actually engage with things like this. So what do you guys think? Compare email to WhatsApp. Take a guess. What kind of open rates do we see on email versus what do we have on WhatsApp?
Like, I don't even check my emails. Trust me. Or someone is saying a 4% open rate with WhatsApp. Well, we've got numbers that will actually blow your mind. We'll wait for few. Oh, from email. That was a correction. Who proves like everyone's on the same page with us. They're saying that email and SMS both have a very low open rate and 90% or more on WhatsApp. You are very right. So let's now brush through a couple of these same results that we've seen. Emails have roughly around 3 to 4% of open rates, and SMS almost 0%. Like even I don't even open my inbox. I just use them for the OTP, and that too, I'm just copying the code from the notification because I don't really want to go to the inbox. But what if I tell you that we have a best way? We already have a proven channel, obviously by these big brands that we just spoke about, to engage with your customers that are directly targeted to them, and you don't even have a limit on how many you send them. WhatsApp, definitely. I'm saying this out loud again, and you're hearing me right. I'm saying WhatsApp. WhatsApp broadcast messages has an open rate of 98%, has a response rate of almost 80%. That means if a WhatsApp message is in your box by a brand, you're definitely going to pick up the phone and going to view it and respond to it, because the response, hey, is just a button that you have to click saying yes or no if you're interested, or swipe through like a carousel of the product. And guess what, Jay? You'll agree with me. You and me, both of us check WhatsApp at least 23 times a day. Well,
That's absolutely right.
that is correct, right? I mean, looking at a channel like this, where audiences are obviously onto it at 23 times a day, brands definitely have to take a top notch at this. Now that we've known WhatsApp has been like an amazing channel, can you just walk us quickly as to how can brands actually send a WhatsApp broadcast? Is it that easy? Because I heard it's just 5 minutes. Well, you tell me, and can you just walk us through a couple of other insights as well?
Sure. So let me start off with a prerequisite. So you can see on your screen a lot of creative messages, right? These brands are taking all their time hiring content writers, getting all these designs done to actually engage with their customers. So what we at Ingati are telling you that come to us as a company, and you don't need to sit and waste your time writing these messages. We already have top brands working with us, and we have a lot of samples that they use to send out these messages to their customers. So why not use our resources to actually pay more attention to reaching out to your customers rather than sitting and drafting these messages? And trust me, these are proven to work. They're going to drive your conversions through the roof. So I think you can see, everyone can see on their screen a few, examples of these template messages that are being used on WhatsApp. Once this is in place, obviously, we can't send this message to no one, right? We need a list of people to send it to. So the next thing that we need is actually a list of leads to send it to. And don't worry, if you don't have a list of leads in place, what we're able to do is that we can use a few things to get these leads. So the first one I'm going to talk to you about is a WhatsApp chat widget. So a WhatsApp chat widget is something that can be sitting on your website on a landing page. So that when a customer visits your website, instead of filling a boring little contact form, what you can do is you can prompt them to speak to you on WhatsApp. And what that allows you to do is that even if they simply send a hi message or simply initiate a conversation with you, you save that data, their names and their numbers get captured so that you can maybe retarget them in the future. The second one is the WhatsApp QR code. Why it's unique is because something like this doesn't necessarily have to be clicked. You can use it in print media. You can put it up on a poster. You can use it in a newspaper. And what you're still doing is that still redirecting your customer to WhatsApp. And WhatsApp click to chat links to all of you digital marketers out there. I'm sure you must be using direct click to action buttons, which lead me to your landing pages. So many times I may not have the time to go through that landing page and I'll click off, and you would have lost that lead immediately. However, the beautiful thing about WhatsApp is that, for example, I come and initiate a conversation now, but I'm busy. I may come back 4 or 5 hours later, that information still sitting waiting for me. And for you, the people who are attending this webinar, the customer's lead information is ready to go. So those are just a few prerequisites, and trust me, stick around till the end for us to give you an entire suite of resources for you to use. Now, that's being said, let me quickly present my screen and take you through how Ingati helps you present these messages on WhatsApp. So I hope my screen's visible to everyone. Basically, this is WhatsApp, right? This is the kind of messages that we all receive today, and this is the Ingati backend portal. So first, let me talk to you about WhatsApp. So these are the kind of messages that we're receiving today from multiple companies. So, what Ingati has to the table here is that we make this conversational two-way. I'll talk to you about that. Let me first start by showing you the exact process of how this happens. So once you are logged into Ingati, it's a very simple to use platform. As we said, both those things are in place. The first thing that we have in place is a list of contacts, the list of people that we're actually going to be sending these messages to. The second thing that we have in place is the message. Now, to chart out that message as well, we have an entire ready-to-use portal that allows you to chart out the message template, send it for approval. So since this is something that we're doing on WhatsApp, and we're doing it the official way. Facebook has a few approval processes that take place that can be done directly on WhatsApp. And as I told you, you can use our resources to just use a pre-made one and get those approved. And those would sort of 100% get approved and also drive your conversions. Once these two things are in place, all we need to do is sort of go ahead and publish a broadcast. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to name this broadcast, and I'm going to select my target channel. My target channel, as we all know, is going to be WhatsApp. And now I'm going to select the message. So I'm going to select the message that we're going to be sending here. So as you can see, Ingati sort of gives you a preview of what the message would look like. And now I'm also going to upload the the media. So the kind of creative that you're going to attach to these messages. So this creative could be anything. This creative could be something like a picture. It could be a video. It could be a PDF. It could be anything that you wish to engage your customers with. And the beautiful thing about WhatsApp is, as I said, right, even you could send like a short video to your customer, which they can go through. And once they've gone through that, they can read your message. So let me just quickly, I think my screen stopped presenting. Just give me 1 second. All right, yeah, I hope my screen's visible to everyone now. So I'll just quickly upload an image from my PC. Yeah. Once that image is in place, it sort of takes shape here. And this is exactly what the message would look like that you're going to be sending. And in a very simple 3-step process, we select the message, we select the image, and we select the contact list. Once all of these are in place, all I'm going to do is click on Publish Broadcast. Now, since we care about our customers, we also have thrown up a warning here that tells you that you should not be spamming your customers because Meta as a company does not like that. And then there's a higher chance of you getting blocked on WhatsApp. So it's always good to give your customers a chance to opt out of that. So we're sort of continuing here. I'm going to go ahead and still go ahead and select the message and send it out. Now, there's a lot of times we see you guys have a list of leads, but you don't even know if they are on WhatsApp or not. But you still want to try, you still want to target them and see what kind of conversions you can drive out of them. This sort of initial check also tells you that out of the list of leads that you've uploaded on to my system, onto Ingati's system, how many of those are actually present on WhatsApp. So you have a fair idea of what kind of delivery rate to expect out of this. And once I hit send, the message is sort of sent out. And Kimberly, I think your phone must have just buzzed and you would have received the message directly on WhatsApp. Yeah, so I think we can all see Kimberly's screen and the message has landed directly in her WhatsApp inbox. And using Ingati, we can also give you stats around this. So we would be able to give you analytics as to how many people have read the message, how many people have opened the message, how many people was it delivered to. So, you have a great idea about how exactly would you use, how exactly is your target audience engaging with you. So yeah, that's a very simple process. Kimberly, you said 5 minutes. I think I did it in less than 5 minutes and showed you how simple it is to send across the WhatsApp messages.
Yes, well, definitely it was less than 4 minutes. I was just counting on the clock. Well, thank you so much, Jay. You actually showed us how easy this process is with the 2 or 3 step method that you just shown us. Well, we could find a lot of software and tools online that actually help us enable these features that you showed us, especially WhatsApp broadcast. Can you tell us why Engati is really special and why should brands choose Engati?
It's funny that you brought up brands because a lot of brands do trust us. So before I start boring everyone here with features, let me show off a little bit and tell you about a few brands that use Ingati. So as you can see on your screen, we have LiveSpace. LiveSpace is one of the largest, startups in India. It's sort of, it sponsors the IPL, so it's a massive company. Home interiors, you look to LiveSpace. So LiveSpace actually, so what Ingati does here is using automation. We're able to close the funnel, right? We're able to, once you reach out to your customers, right, Kimberly? Tell me, if you reach out to 10,000 people, even if 1% of them reply, that's 100 people to deal with. That's 100 inquiries to deal with. Don't you think that's a great problem to have?
It is an amazing problem to have. Trust me, if you have 100 people, 100 potential clients on your inbox waiting for a response from you, it is an amazing problem. But replying to all of those 100 messages, catering to all their queries, I think that's going to take me forever. Do you have a solution for this, Jay?
Exactly right. That's going to take you forever. That doesn't take, however, a chatbot forever to do something like that. That's exactly what Ingati does. Using chat automation, we're able to actually reply to those customers immediately. That message is not a one-way communication. It becomes two-way communication because using clickable button options, using stuff like carousels, using stuff like polls, what you're able to do is engage with your customer, give them an entire walkthrough of whatever experience you're looking to build using our solution. You can actually build an entire chat experience which you can have with your customers, which is able to deal with all their queries and convert them on the spot rather than having a large turnaround time. And let's just say a customer has a very specific query. We also have a hybrid solution. So a human being would need to attend to certain queries, and we do understand that. That's the reason we've taken care of that as well. Using our live chat solution, you are able to also chat with your customers. Your customers don't have to write you an email. They remain on that very same WhatsApp chatbot interface. And a human being takes over the conversation and starts chatting with the customer. So let me talk to you about a few stats that are on the screen. So QIC, Qatar Insurance Company, about 10 times extra conversations were able to be handled by the bot as compared to what was done earlier. iMile, one of the largest last mile delivery services based in the Middle East, also Amazon partners. So all our people joining in from Dubai, your Amazon orders delivered by iMile. They saved about 94% of their overhead costs. The reason for this being rather than hiring 100, 200 agents to just tell people where their orders were, using our automation system, all people had to do was come to the chatbot, enter their very simple order ID, and they were stress free. They knew their orders were reaching them in the next day or two. And as I spoke to you about LiveSpace, an 89% reduction in resolution time. So the longer turnaround times were shortened. About 89% of the people that reached out to them had immediate replies to their queries, which sort of drove their conversions as well.
Those were some really great insights, Jay. I'm sure if you cannot be available 24/7, the chatbot is definitely going to be. Those are some amazing insights. Thank you so much, Jay. That brings us to the offer that we have for you guys. We always come back with an offer for every webinar. Your first 1,000 customers is on us. Reach out to us. You can reach out to us via email at info@theratingati.com. You can reach out to all our social media channels. We are always available. You can reach out to us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Well, like Jay promised earlier, here is the resource bucket that we have for you, which is inclusive of the best performing ready-to-use templates for all industries. We have put together a list of 10 things that if you do right, you can actually collect 10,000 leads and WhatsApp numbers for your business. We have also put together the best practices for WhatsApp marketing if you've just started and is convinced by us for WhatsApp marketing. Quickly pull out your phone, scan on the code here, and you can also get help in the chat section with all the details that you need. It is just one link you need, and you have all the 10 resources with you. I am quickly up for a 5 to 7 quick Q&A section. So people, shoot your questions. Ready to help any and all questions that you have. I have Niharika to us. She says, hi, I'm from the Australia, India. I just want to know if we can check live chat is more involvement of one or more agents from your end.
So yeah, Kimberly, let me take that up. So Niharika, yeah, what we can do is that one agent can attend to a conversation, but we also have the capability of having a group conversation. So let's just say today I am not capable of handling conversation. I would need my senior. What we are able to do is that using our inbox, we can invite two agents to the same conversation who can chat with the customer. So yeah, that is 100% possible. It is not just one agent.
Thank you so much. The next question to us is, what is the process for WhatsApp Business API verification? I'm sure many of us have this question.
So it's a very simple process. All you need to be is a registered entity which is able to provide Ingati with a legal document used for a Meta business verification. Second thing, all you need is a phone number, even a landline number that's capable of receiving a call or SMS OTP, and we're able to get your business verified on WhatsApp.
Okay, we have Siddharth asking us, how much does the broadcast software cost?
So why don't you come on Ingati and register and let us give you a personalized demo, and depending on your requirements, we're able to give you a cost. But as I said, your first 1,000 customers are on us. That's the offer that we have.
Thank you so much, Jay. We have Janak asking us, how can a WhatsApp number get verified?
So I think I already covered that. I covered how the verification process works. But as I said, all you need is to be a registered entity for Meta business verification, and you need a phone number.
Awesome. What are the limits for sending messages through WhatsApp Business API? Is there like a count that we keep in check?
Yeah, there is. There is initially a count of just 1,000 messages a day. But as and when you reach out to more and more customers, the count keeps growing. And there is obviously a limit, as we promised you, that you can reach out to unlimited customers in a day. So that it eventually grows to there.
I think that is pretty much. We'll just wait a couple more minutes if you guys have any queries.
So I think Shubh has a query, in a WhatsApp business account, will the broadcast deliver to people who have not saved your number? So yeah, Shubh, that is obviously possible. None of us have Blinkit or Zomato's numbers saved. Yes, yet the messages are received by us every single day. So yeah, that is 100% possible. Also, you have a question about the green tick on WhatsApp. So the green tick on WhatsApp typically takes a little bit longer time. However, if you are from a reputed company which is able to provide PR and media links, for business verification, a green tick is also possible. So that is something that's completely in Meta's hands. However, come to Ingati for a free application for a green tick, and we'll try our best to get it for you.
That is awesome. We have another question. In a WhatsApp business account, will the broadcast deliver message to people who have not saved my number?
Yeah, Kimberly, I just took that up.
Yes, I think that is pretty much all the questions we have. We'll just wait for a couple more minutes. If you have any queries, anything that we can help you with, if you've checked out our resource bucket, if there's anything on the resource article that you'd like us to help. Yes, Janak, we will be sending you a copy of today's presentation via email. It'll also be up on our social media channels. But yes, we will be sending you a copy. We have another question from Viraj. How long does it take to get your WhatsApp template message approved?
It will take anywhere between 30 seconds to 4 hours, depending on the kind of message. It's completely upon Meta's algorithm. However, it can, a message that is, for example, if you use one of our templates, which we'll be providing you, we know they've been approved for so many customers that we promise you a smaller getting approved time. Niharika also has a question about user and business and generated messages and the cost around them. Niharika, those completely depend on the region of the people that you are reaching out to, however, because Meta has a region-wise cost. So it completely depends on something like that. So for our Indian customers, if you're curious to know, business generated messages typically cost 49 paisa and user generated messages typically cost 29 paisa.
Thank you so much, Jay. We have another question by Said asking us, can Ingati be integrated and attributed to a CPD/marketing automation platform?
So said yes, any sort of external third-party platform able to provide us APIs, we're able to openly integrate with any third-party cloud system using APIs.
I hope that answered your question, Said. Anything else that we can help you with? I think we've covered it. Am I skipping anything, Jeff?
No, doesn't seem to be.
Oh, we missed out one question that was really asking us about the green tick. How do businesses actually get them?
So as I said, right, a green tick verification typically depends on the kind of business quality, the kind of followers, the kind of PR articles that you have. So all you need to do is actually fill up a certain form on Meta's page with a few PR links. And if Meta does see your company eligible for a green tick, they would give one to you immediately.
Thank you so much, Jay. How many broadcasts can we send in one go? Another question.
So you using Ingati can send as many broadcasts as Meta allows you. So I spoke to you about there's a certain limit. Once you've hit the unlimited number, you can keep sending broadcasts, but it depends on the kind of limit. So you start off with a small number of 1,000, and then as your numbers keep on growing, using your systems, you're able to send out unlimited messages.
Thank you so much. I think we've covered up all the questions. In case you have any queries after going through our resource bucket and you have something to ask us, feel free to reach out to us. Like I mentioned, we are available on email, on social media, and all of the places. Okay, we have more questions rolling in. Please let us know how you are different from your competitors. That's a tricky one. Over to you.
So, Kshitij, using a no-code solution like this, there's not many in the market that we're able to provide, and a scalable platform like Ingati, which you can use a completely free to use backend with zero coding, is something that not many in the market provide. However, as I said, if you're looking at more insights, just feel free to come on a demo with Ingati, and we'd be happy to take all of your questions.
That is super amazing. We have Niharika, who is very interested with Engati, and she said that she'd like to go ahead with Engati and reach out to her. So yes, Niharika, we'll reach out to you immediately as soon as we end this call. Thank you so much for sharing your details. Thank you so much for trusting us. We have another question, Jay. How many contacts can we add in one go?
So you can add up to 25,000 contacts in one go.
That is an amazing number. I'm sure, all of our lead lists could get covered and we could reach all our audiences. Okay, that sums up to all of the questions that we have. But hey, again, if you have anything that confuses you or need help with, feel free to reach out to us. And this was an amazing webinar. It was really nice talking to all of you. Those are some amazing questions. And I am glad that answering these also helps the others who have joined. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Thank you so much, Jay, for partnering up with me.
Thank you so much, Kim, and thanks everyone for joining, and have a lovely day ahead, guys.
You too. Bye-bye. We'll see you in the next webinar, and the next one's going to be crazy. So stay tuned.